Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man of the half hour, the star of Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle!
Guess there are times when we all need to share a little pain, and ironing out the rough spots is the hardest part where memories remain. And it's times like these when we all need to hear the radio, 'cause from the lips of some old singer we can share the troubles we already know. Turn them on, turn them on, turn on those sad songs. When all hope's gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? They reach into your room, hold on and feel that gentle touch. And all hope is gone, you know a sad song says so much. If someone else is suffering enough or to write it down, when every single word makes sense, then it's easier to have those songs around. The kick inside is in the line that finally gets to you, and it feels so good to hurt so bad and suffer just enough to sing the blues. So turn them on, turn them on, turn on those sad songs. When all hope is gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? They reach into your room, whoa, on, you feel that gentle touch. When all hope is gone, you know a sad song says so much. Sad song they say, sad song they say, sad song they say, sad song they say so much. So turn them on, whoa, turn them on, turn on those sad songs. When all hope is gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? They reach into your room, hold on, you feel that gentle touch. And all hope is gone, you know a sad song says so much. When all hope is gone, you know a sad song says so much. When every little bit of hope is gone, a sad song says so much. When all hope is gone, a sad song says so much. When all hope is gone, a sad song says so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi everybody, welcome to Pyle and Company. My name is Jacob Pyle. Hey, I tell you something, I got a really funny story to share. When I went to get my driver's license renewed, our local motor vehicle bureau was packed. The line inched along for almost an hour until the man ahead of me finally got his license. He inspected his photo for a moment and commented to the clerk, "I was standing in line so long, I ended up looking pretty grouchy in this picture." The clerk looked at his picture closely and reassured him, it's okay. That's how you're going to look when the cops pull you over anyway." All kidding aside, though, we have a terrific show for you. We have our usual cast of regulars with us, our man in Indianapolis, Robert Nash, the talented voice of Butch McCain, and the one and only Mr. No Name. We got a good show for you this week, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Pyle and Company. It's time for this week's Poetry in Motion segment. And sports fans, if you love baseball, this poem is for you. So here with this week's poem, Casey at the Bat. Give it up for our co-host on Pyle and Company, Robert Nash.
Thank you, Jacob. Here's this week's poem, Casey at the Bat. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former was a Lulu, and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and the men saw what had occurred, there was Johnny safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell, it knocked upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt was Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip, and now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him, kill the umpire," shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had Casey not raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signed to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew. But Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two! Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and answered fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stone and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat up on the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. Now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light, and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. We'll be right back with more of Pyle and Company after this.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. You know, one of my favorite things about Pyle and Company is being able to feature new and upcoming talent on our program. We use this as an opportunity to let new talent and artists show their talent on our program and let their talents expand to a whole new audience so people like you out there can better get acquainted with the artists. This guy has wrote a new song recently, and he's here to perform the song for you. Singing an original song he wrote entitled Wild Women. Give it up for Pyle and Company's very own Robert Nash.
I'm on a new track, there ain't no heading back. I ain't got nothing to lose. Tonight I'm gonna find me a new girl and drive out my dancing shoes. It's a brand new day, don't you stand in my way. Lord help me if you do. 'Cause wild women, yeah, I love wild, wild women. You know wild women don't get the blues. Now people think I'm crazy and some folks think I'm mean, but no one can answer to me except for me. I head out on that dance floor and try to get that rug. Lord, you know it feel like I'm on some wonder drug. It's a brand new day, don't you stand in my way. Lord help me if you do. Oh, wild women, yeah, I love wild, wild women. Wild women don't get the blues. It's a brand new day, don't stand in my way. Lord help me if you do. All wild women, yeah, I love me wild, wild women. Wild women don't get the blues. Again I'm heading back, I'm walking down that same old path, rolling down that road I've paved with blues. It's running around my brain, feeling like some hurricane. Lord, you know I've paid all my dues. It's a brand new day, don't you stand in my way. Lord, help me if you do. Wild women, yeah, I love wild, wild women. Wild women don't get the blues, oh no. Wild women, yeah, I love wild, wild women. Wild women don't get the blues.
Good job, Robert. Keep up the good work. We'll be back with more of Pyle and Company after this.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. It's time for this week's Throwback Saturday segment.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, honey, if I get restless.
Baby, you're not so kind.
Don't go breaking my heart.
You take the weight off of me.
Oh, honey, if you knock on my door.
I gave you my key.
Ooh, nobody knows it.
Nobody knows it.
Oh, when I was down.
I was your clown.
Ooh, nobody knows it.
Nobody knows it.
Right from the start.
I gave you my heart. Oh, I gave you my heart.
So don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my. Don't go breaking my.
Don't go breaking my heart. And nobody told us.
'Cause nobody showed us.
And now it's up to us, babe.
I think we can make it.
So don't misunderstand me.
You put the light in my life.
Whoa, you put the sparks to the flame.
I've got your heart in my sights.
Ooh, and nobody knows it.
Nobody knows it.
Oh, when I was down.
I was your clown.
Ooh, nobody knows it. Right from the start.
I gave you my heart. Oh, I gave you my heart.
So don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my. Don't go breaking my.
Don't go breaking my heart. Ooh, nobody knows it.
Nobody knows it.
Oh, when I was down.
I was your clown.
Oh, right from the start.
I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart.
So don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my. Don't go breaking my.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart.
Don't go breaking my
I
heart.
won't go breaking your heart.
Don't go breaking my
I
heart.
won't go breaking your heart.
I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my heart. Breaking your heart. Go breaking my heart. Here we go. Don't go breaking my heart.
Thank you, Jacob. We'll be back with more of Pyle and Company after this.
We're always looking for special guests to appear on upcoming episodes of Pyle and Company. If you would like to be a special guest on our program, leave us a note on our Contact Us section of our Pyle and Company website at www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. Or you can leave us a message on our Pyle and Company Facebook page. Or you can send us an email to jacobpyle@jtpyle1@aol.com. Please include your name along with your email address and or telephone number.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. Hey, before we continue on with our show, we have a little bit of trivia for you. If you are a big TV guru, for 13 straight years, from 1991 to 2004, you can hear this song on the Chevrolet commercials. Well, Chevrolet fans rejoice, because here to sing the song that made those Chevrolet commercials famous, as originally done by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, you guessed it, Like a Rock. Give it up for my co-host on Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle.
stood there boldly, sweating in the sun. Felt like me, I felt like number one. The height of summer, I'd never felt that strong, like a rock. I was 18, didn't have a care, working for peanuts, not a dime to spare. But I was living solid everywhere, like a rock. My hands were steady, my eyes were clean, my walk had grace, my steps were quick and light, and I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. I was strong as I can be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was summer to sea, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all. I still believed in my dreams. Years now, where'd they go? 20 years, I don't know. I sit and I wonder sometimes where they've gone. And sometimes late at night, when I bathe at the firelight, the moon comes calling a ghostly white, and I recall like a rock, standing arrow straight, like a rock, charging from the gate, like a rock, carrying the weight, like a rock. Whoa, like a rock. The sun upon my skin, like a rock. Hard against the wind, like a rock. I see myself again, like a rock. Oh, like a rock.
Pyle and Company will return after these messages. If you want to watch more episodes of this show, go to www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. And please don't forget to like us on our Facebook page as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Butch. Looks like the old clock on the wall is telling me that our time is up for this week. But as always, before we go, we would like to thank our usual cast of regulars, our man in Indianapolis, Robert Nash, the talented voice of Butch McCain, and the one and only Mr. No Name. Yes, indeed. Join us again next week, where we'll be featuring some more songs, skits, and a whole lot more. Hope you guys can join us then. What a difference you made in my life. What a difference you made in my life. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you made in my life.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee, I'm Robert Nash. Thanks as always for joining us. Have a terrific rest of your week and a happy Groundhog Day. And hope for the best that the groundhog does not see his shadow. Good night, Jacob.
Good night, Robert. And live from our studios here in Tipton, I'm Jacob Pyle. Until next week, good night, and God bless my friends.
The preceding program has been pre-recorded before a live audience. For Pyle and Company, I'm Butch McCain.